guys, happy Wednesday. I haven't brushed my hair, haven't done my skincare, but I did brush my teeth. Had some breakfast, literally just hot chocolate, and then went on a walk, and I just got back. So I do have one Black Friday package that I want to open. I should be getting 2 more packages today, maybe 3 more, but I know some are gifts for my family, so I'm not gonna open them on video, even though I don't think the people who I bought them for watch my vlogs, but just in case. But this one is all for me. So some of this stuff is just like my necessities, like Benadryl, Tylenol, that kind of thing, like really basic floss, because if it's on sale, and I don't even know what that stuff was on sale, but y'all know I do monthly orders with Target anyway, so you know. So this is a really big Target box. Like, let me show y'all. Like, it goes up past my knees. Okay, I shouldn't have done that because now I had to lift it back up there. And I usually open it before I start recording. I don't know why I didn't do that today, but you know. Okay, these are boots that I got. I'm happy they got here. And I see medicine as well. So, from Wild Fable, these are very like Sabrina Carpenter-esque. These boots were made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. So these boots, I see them at Target like every week. And I don't like buying shoes in person at Target because it's so cluttered and you never know if the right shoes are gonna be in the box and all that. Like, yeah, you could manually go through it, but you know, that's a pain. So shoebox, take that out. Inner dental brushes. I guess this was in the shoebox. This is a styrofoam like tube. Oh yeah, Christmas cards. I am going to be sending out Christmas cards, and this has a Yeti on them. And then Benadryl and Tylenol, which I keep in here. So that's what I got from Target on Black Friday. Some of the stuff, I do have another package coming from them with like some books, because they had the buy 2 get 1 free sale. I think that was it. And as I said, I'm going to begin more packages today, so I will show them if they're not packages that I got my family stuff in, but are for me. But I did finish The First World War by John Keegan. Yeah, I went to war and I finished it. I survived. No. So I'm giving this a 3-star. Really, I think I just read this at the wrong time. I read this after reading Doppelganger by Naomi Klein, and that book was a cluster. Y'all know the next word. It was really just a lot for me to take in, so I really think I should have had a palate cleanser in between the 2 books, because I went from that to this is covering what, 4 years of history, and it was just a lot on my brain to go from one dense book to, or one like more cluster book, to a very informative book. And so I really just read it at the wrong time, but I did like it. I liked how this didn't focus just on battles, and we got really like the politics and economics and everything that was happening in the world and what led up to this event. And I really think this is like a prequel to life as we know it. I think all of history is really, but for our modern time period, I think a lot of the stepping stones started out back during the First World War, a little before that, and got us to where we are today. So I do think this was a very informative book. It focused on a lot of stuff, but it was pretty slow paced, but at the same time, I felt like it glazed over some topics, especially the middle of the war, like 1915, 1916, that time period, or I guess 1916, 1917. I feel like it really just like glazed over that time, and yeah. So I did enjoy it, and I would still recommend it if you are interested in the First World War. I just read it at the wrong time, so when I read it again in the future, I will know better. I will know what I'm getting to. So I am gonna go take the picture for my Bookstagram account for Instagram. I'm not going to have another morning read, at least not yet, because again, we're just getting to the end of the year here and I don't want too much on my palette with the holidays coming up and all of that. It's just a really busy time of year. I also got this sprocket. I got this back in August, but I'm using it for the first time and it's charging. It's still a red light, so I'm assuming it has, oh, there it goes. Okay, because I'm doing my Christmas cards, which these are the Christmas cards. Yeah, I showed y'all. So just to put like some pictures in them and everything, I am going to print, because this is basically a sticker machine that I have here that you can print something from your phone or, you know, iPad, computer, or whatever, and then it will come out, and the ones that I have sticky paper in here, so it will be a picture and then you can stick it to the cards, and I just think that seems really cool, so hopefully this works well for me. I'm gonna go try that now. Hey guys, so I just got back from shopping at Target. There will be an ASMR video on my ASMR channel, which is linked down below, of my shopping experience there. We're gonna make sure she does not jump into a tree. She's like very excited right now. Her litter box is being cleaned, so she is just really happy. So I do want to show y'all what I got at Target. I did get my Bath & Body Works and Sephora packages today, but I haven't opened them yet. I might save them for tomorrow, so I'm not just opening packages in this video. But I did get a book, and that is Blood Over Bright Haven by M.L. Wang, and I found this book through Christian and Maddie's channel. I think I saw it on their YouTube video, but I mean, I think they show the same books on YouTube that they do on TikTok as well. So this is the first woman ever admitted to a prestigious order of mages unravels a secret conspiracy that could change the practice of magic forever in the standalone dark fantasy, from the author of The Sword of Kaigen, which is another book I want to read because it's very popular, and the last fantasy books that made me feel something were the Poppy Wars and my bangs. I know, like, what is happening right there? So then I got these ornaments. I do have some Target ornaments, like, okay, the majority of these ornaments on this tree came from Target, but that are like a Target theme. I know I have Bullseye over on this side somewhere, so I'm going to put these up in a little bit. So they're all just Target themed ornaments. I don't know how much this was, but I did. That's what I got at Target today. To go into my thoughts now of Eileen. I finished the book. I'm giving it a 4 stars. So yes, I did love this, and really at the end is when it hit me how good of a book this was, because the whole time I was reading it I was like, yeah, I think this is going to be a 3, and I left my notes in the other room. So we're gonna go, okay, I'll try to do this without my notes, we'll wing it. But characters, yeah, I gave character work a 5 star. Eileen, as I said, was a very relatable character, but then she just is amplified a lot, where I don't think there's that many people who are like Eileen. I think she's a very unique character, and it's taken things that ordinary womanly struggles, but amplifying them a lot more. So I think there's things that just a lot of women can relate to, like comparing ourselves to other women was something I talked about earlier in the week, or relationships with your family, with your parents, with your siblings, work, feeling left behind, especially as this is taking place in 1964. The rights for women and everything are not the same as they are now. So definitely back then it was a lot harder to be a woman, but in different ways, because I feel like there are ways where it's hard to be a woman today. They didn't have these back 55 years ago or 60 years ago. But so there's different things. I don't want to necessarily say it was harder, because it's just different struggles than we have now than they had back then. So there's struggles with work, and I mean, she was only 24 and people saw her as a spinster. So there, when that really is so young, and she does feel really young as a character. We do have Eileen in the present day who is telling her story looking back, you know, 60 years ago. This came out in 2016, those were like 50 years ago, looking back at her life. And you can definitely see how, even though we are not really seeing that much of what her life is like in the present day, but you can definitely see how much Eileen has matured and grown as a person. And I think that's really crazy that the author can do character development like that, really like off the page character development almost. I don't understand how Otesha Moshfegh was able to do that. And like her other book, My Year of Rest and Relaxation, which I think I might have rated that one a little bit higher, but that's mainly because that one just had such nostalgic vibes taking place in the early 2000s. But a lot of her books, or the two I've read, have really focused on mental health and just really doing a deep character analysis of these characters. And that one we have a nameless narrator, and then this one Eileen. And I'm even questioning if Eileen was really Eileen's name. I'm super curious, like, what do y'all think? But I don't know, maybe we don't want to put spoilers in the chat, so yeah. But then the atmosphere, I gave a 5-star as well. This is such an immersive read. You're really feeling the tension on the page. You're feeling gross. Like, this is a really gross book, but you feel all these things. And then, as I said, it does take place in 1964, and it definitely feels like this could be a book that was published back then. As I read Sylvia Plath for the first time last month, I think these are, the Bell Jar and Eileen are, in plot-wise, I wouldn't say similar, but there are a lot of similarities between those books, and I think especially with the atmosphere, there's very similar vibes between the Bell Jar and between Eileen. I definitely think Eileen probably would have liked the Bell Jar. I don't know if she's ever read Sylvia Plath, but Eileen was a reader, so you never know. And this is a Christmas read, so I do think it might have even been more immersive, since I am reading this in December. Like, there's my Christmas tree. And writing was one where again, it took me till the end of the book to realize I did really enjoy the writing. I only gave it a 4-star though, rather than a 5, but that means I loved the writing of this. And I really wish that I would have annotated this book, but December's not a month that I annotate in. I know I do every other month, but when I reread this book, I will annotate it. So there were just some passages where I was like, whoa, yeah, that's so true. And again, just, I think how I said it was an immersive book, I think that can fall on the writing as well. And then the plot and intrigue is where I had some issue, and why this only got a 4-star, and I definitely just whacked that. But okay, the plot, yeah, it's just a very slow moving. This is definitely a slow burn book, and it's a very mundane book, and but there's such like grotesque and morbid stuff happening, and it feels weird calling it mundane, but it's a very quiet, I've used that to describe a lot of books lately, but a lot of them have been. I think character books tend to be more quiet books, where we're just seeing Eileen's everyday life, slice of life. We're seeing these few days with her, and it's just a build up to what happens, and yeah, crazy stuff does happen. This is listed as a thriller on Goodreads, but definitely know it's more of a slow burn thriller, and at times that's really like, we're just going through the notions. Like, I don't want to say I ever felt bored, but there were times where I just thought it went on a little too long and was too mundane. So I did love this book, and I definitely recommend checking it out, but yes, definitely look up trigger warnings before picking this book up, because I did not expect it to go some places that it went, and to give some descriptions that it gave. And I'm not even like, yeah, criminal stuff, and then stuff like eating disorders and alcoholism and that kind of thing that are more, everyday things that people experience. And then there's some, as I said, very criminal, grotesque stuff that is just very dark. So definitely look into that. I was shocked when I looked up the looked up the adaptation. It says somewhere on here that it was adapted. I thought it said it on here. I don't know where I heard that it was adapted, but I was expecting just a very like cheaply done movie, but no. Anne Hathaway's in it, Thompson McKenzie, Owen Teague. I really like those three. So I was Thompson McKenzie's in like every book I read the adaptation. So I wonder if she likes to read. That would be interesting. But yeah, I am shocked by all the people that are in the movie. So since it is kind of a Christmassy movie, I might watch it. Oh, it's a Hulu movie though. I don't have Hulu, so I'm gonna have to see if it's on another streaming site. I hope, because as I said, I did love the book, and it was a 5-star prediction and only ended up getting a 4, but I'm not disappointed in a 4-star. 4-star is never a bad thing. Sorry, I was unplugging the sprocket. And I did get the sprocket to work, to let y'all know. So my Christmas cards, they're gonna end up good. But yeah, so I finished this. I'm not gonna start reading the book that I'm going to read next, but I am gonna go get it. It is not one on my TBR. I'm just gonna read it over the next few days, because I finished this early. I didn't think it would only take me 3 days to finish that. But the next book is a Christmassy book, and it's a very, very short book. It was nominated for the Booker Prize before, and probably some other awards as well. And it is also getting an adaptation this month, maybe. I don't know if it's out yet or not. I've just been seeing a lot about it, and every time I see something, I'm like, oh, exit out, because I don't want to get spoiled. Because when a book is literally like this big, I feel like that's so easy to get spoiled for. So I am going to go do all the things. I need to write my book review. I need to take pictures for Bookstagram. I need to go get that book. But I did want to give you all my thoughts on Eileen. Definitely pick it up if there's no triggering content for you in it. I did get done reading for the day. I just read an Outlander. It took me everything not to go start the next book that, you know, is going to be my next read, but I behaved. So I read 8 pages in Outlander, so I figured I would just do my, like, end of the day stats with y'all, because why not? So let me do math. I have to use a calculator all the times in school. In high school, they were pretty lenient about using calculators, so I don't know, maybe, like, I feel like maybe middle school they didn't let us use calculators. There was some time in my life where we couldn't use calculators, but like I literally could manually write this out, but I'm not, because it'll make my page look messy. So 5 plus 79 plus 8. So I read 92 pages a day. I didn't read over 100 pages, which is fine. I've read over 100 pages every day this week. So yeah, this is like a midweek check-in. So I read 114 on Monday, 112 yesterday on Tuesday, and 92 2 days. So we progressively have been getting a smaller amount of pages. And I've had 2 bottles of water every day this week. This is something I'm gradually increasing my intake on. I want to do better with my water intake. So I've been, in December, I'm at least trying to get 2, at least. So 2 water bottles a day. That is my goal, and I did that. And then I did haul a book today. I hauled this fantasy book with the red sprayed edges, and these words look really small, but that is okay. Hold on. Was that the book I smelled? It's not like it's not really a bookish scent. Maybe it's what they spray the pages with. But I am going to be ending the vlog here. You might have got a sneak peek there. I need to move the Christmas cards. Y'all know I worked on the Christmas cards today. There's just some gifts I have to buy a few more people before I can work on the rest of these, because, you know, with the gifts it's gonna be going in boxes. So I'm not done with my Christmas cards yet, and I'm sure I'm gonna find a lot more people to send cards to, because that's gonna be a lot of fun. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Oh, I did finish The Grinch today. I don't know what to rate the movie, because I watch it to make fun of it, and I do have a lot of fun doing that, but I think that movie is just so outrageous, so absurd. Like, all that snow in that movie, I think it was another kind of snow, if you get what I'm saying. I think they were on drugs when they made that movie. It's just so bizarre, like, and I really think that movie was made for adults. It does have a PG rating, but there's so many jokes that, like, kids won't understand, and as an adult I do get and think it's funny. But yeah, I don't think that movie was made for kids. And it's so out there, absurd, and they were just doing anything. Like, I feel like there was like, we should have a big explosion scene. And they do that. Like, you know, the scenes where people are running from an explosion, that literally happens in The Grinch. And like swinger parties, and yeah, the movie is crazy. But yeah, how I said, I think it's made for adults, but the thing is, kids, they're not gonna pick up on some of these things that might be like a dirty joke or something. And so that is a movie I would like an oral history of. Another one is Home Alone. I watched Home Alone Sunday. I think it was Sunday was the day I watched Home Alone. So both of those movies I would like books on about the making of the movies. I think those are two good ones. So I'm gonna finish the episode of Rome. I started earlier because my Wi-Fi went out, like, bad boy. So I need to finish that episode, and then I'm going to start the show The Santa Clauses, or Santa Clauses, which I think I've said it before, Tim Allen is my favorite Santa Claus, like, actor to play Santa Claus. And I think that movie, the Santa Claus, the first movie, is the reason why I love snow globes. And I showed y'all the other day, this is my favorite snow globe. I think it just looks so like old-timey. And I love this iteration of Santa Claus. This is my favorite snow globe. It has had some like discoloration. I've had it for years and years. It doesn't have a year on it. I don't know what year I got this in, but it's my favorite one, and the music still plays, so it's really nice. But they made a TV show of that movie trilogy, movie franchise. I don't know if it was last year or the year before, but I've never gone around to watching it, so I don't know how many episodes there are. I'm gonna have to see, and I'm just going to be watching it throughout the month, so I am going to start it today. I don't know, again, how many episodes I'm going to watch, but I am going to be ending the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you made it all the way through, leave a Christmas emoji in the comments below, and as always, comment, rate, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring that notification bell to be notified when all my videos go live. I'll see you in my next one. Bye!